Yeah, baby. Yes, sir. What's up, fellas? How you doing? It's your homeboy, Cowboy Crunk, your war daddy, coming to you from Manama, Bahrain. The hot boy. Yes, sir. There he is, baby. It's time to light it up tomorrow, baby. I want to see sacks galore. I want to see these guys getting after it. I want to see an offensive line and a defensive line fire off the fucking ball. And I want to see these guys smash in there and knock some shit over. That's all I want to see. Man, I can't wait. We got our season coming. It's here. We got like 72 hours, I think. I'm not even sure. I am hyped about watching the Texans game tonight at midnight. I do turn the big 5-1, baby. I'll be 51 at midnight. So you guys hang around for that. I'll probably do a live show tonight. It'll be like 3 a.m. I think I gotta watch the game here. Just gonna wake up, watch the Texans and the Chiefs. You know, hey, it's football. If you're laying in bed for a football game at this point in time, I'm having withdrawals. I don't care who it is I'm watching. But we'll see, guys, who comes out in that game. Really don't give a damn about it. It's AFC anyways. Uh, always AFC for me always effing chokes. So that's the league that I don't give a damn they won a Super Bowl last year or not. But anyways, um, season starting, guys. Here we go. This is it. This video, just to give you a heads up, ain't gonna have a super lot of content or technical things or anything. Not much about Earl Thomas. Nothing's changed. We're just waiting for Monday or Tuesday to see what happens. Some of you guys commented on the video before and mentioned, hey, you know, if they can't pick him up till after game one, do they have to wait till all the games are done? Which is probably a true fact. I didn't dig into it that far. Just something I started looking at, and hey, I found a loophole and figured just nothing made sense. I didn't understand why there's not any talk on Earl Thomas. Zero. I mean, he hasn't jacked up that bad. Like I said, when the guy got injured, see, I said I want to go talk about Earl Thomas, and look where the hell I went. But I want a safety, guys. That's all, because that's all we need. We've got everything else. You know, I would say a corner would be nice too, but Carr can play both, and you know Diggs is there. Who knows? I think the guy's going to be outstanding. He's comparing himself to or excuse me, he didn't compare himself. He said, I'm preparing. I want to prepare myself like Deion Sanders, or model my game after that. So we'll see how that works. Hopefully he's a better, you know, Deion wasn't known as a huge tackler, but we'll see. At least he ain't got to tackle the freak. You know what I'm saying? Zeke the freak, at least he ain't got to tackle him. The hardest drivetrain downhill runner in the damn league. You know, so hey, this guy, guys, I'm hyped. I'm sorry, I know I'm talking elevated, but I'm ready to see this. By the way, I do think I predict the game. I don't usually like to predict it, but I think I'm going to say it's going to be a low-scoring game, maybe around 20-10. There won't be a lot of highlights with, you know, fireworks and firecrackers with Zeke throwing the ball all over the place. We're going to see a lot of downhill running. We're going to see a lot of Tony Pollard, I think, more than normal, because they're going to be rotating, I think, everyone out quite a bit, more than normal, because with it being early in the season, we haven't had a lot of contact, you know, not a lot of heavy exercising. So they're going to rotate the guys out quite a bit. Even on the D line, the Hot Boys will be rotating out the linebackers. I know we're thin at linebacker, and we're somewhat thin in the secondary. We've got guys that are coming off injuries. They're supposed to play. It looks like they're not going to be 100%, but they're going to be game percent is what I call it. I call it game percent. Are they game percent? Yeah, whatever that is. It's different on different guys. Some guys, they'll play at 80%. Some guys will play at 50. You know, it just depends. So back in the day, they played it. They played with fingers cut off and hands broken and all kind of stuff. So we'll see how deep we are in the secondary. I think we'll be much deeper Monday or Tuesday. So we'll see how that goes too. But we're going to see a lot of Zeke the Freak. We're going to see a lot of runs, because the run game is much not as complex as the pass game. Pass blocking, much more complex. You got to sometimes the running back stays in and picks up a block. Sometimes the tight end, sometimes the tight end will chip and then roll out, and the running back picks up that block for him. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the run game and pass protection, or excuse me, in the pass game with the pass protection. that takes a little while to get that kind of stuff rolling. And as you guys know, getting Dak in sync with the wide receivers can take a little while. The big advantage on that, I think we have very good route running receivers, and Michael Gallup is a very good high point guy, likes to get up and go after the ball, and has that speed. So we got two guys that can separate like crazy. CeeDee Lamb and Cooper can get open to where Dak doesn't have to pinpoint the ball every time, which is a good thing for us. And I'm not nothing on Dak. I'm saying at this point in the season, it's going to help us because the accuracy of the quarterbacks and stuff picks up as the season goes on. So he'll have a good opportunity to have some wide open receivers, I think. Jalen Ramsey's going to be over there trying to lock Cooper down. He may move around. We'll see. But I think right now, supposedly, according to what Zeke said in his breakdown earlier today when he had his feeding frenzy with the media, they were questioning him, and he did mention some things about him and Tony Pollard kind of being on the field a little more. And I don't know if that'll happen this early because they're going to kind of need those guys to be in there running the ball. I think it's going to be one of Zeke's better games this season. Even with Aaron Donald on the field, he's going to get a lot of carries, but he's going to split more of that with Tony Pollard not Sunday, because, like I said, getting the oils wheeled up, getting used to the hits, getting those muscles, getting the muscles used to running hard again, 100%, stop and go, cutting back, those kind of things. You don't want to put too much of that on a guy the first week. So that's what I think. That's where I have it at. I have it about 20-10. I have the Cowboys winning by 10. I think we do dominate the game because we're going to be able to dominate on the ground. And it's not going to be a huge, highlight reel of the ball going back and forth. So that's where I have it, guys. The D line is going to have to get after it. I can't wait to see this new dynamic of run stop that I think we're going to have. Tristan Hill, as I mentioned yesterday, I think it just takes these big guys a little longer to get their feet underneath them, get that man strength. He's probably benching 15 to 20% more than he was when he came onto the squad, and he probably weighs 5 or 10 pounds more, and probably has, I'd say 8 to 10% less body fat than he had then. And that's just from hitting the weight room, eating right, having an NFL, eating program, having a dietitian there. Those things are completely different. He's not in college anymore, running around partying and acting a fool and stuff. Not that I'm saying he was, but in college you tend to more act like a collegiate, and do your party thing. Hopefully he's gotten away from that. Not that I said that Tristan Hill was one of those, but it's a different mindset in the NFL. You tend to focus more, I think. So we'll see. I think he's going to turn the corner. I think he's going to have a good season for us, and we'll see how much of a start he gets. It'll probably be highly rotated in and out, though, just like everyone will be. Even the secondary, the only one that won't rotate out, as you guys know, is Dak, and that's solid. That's locked. Andy Dalton's going to be there to back him up. He'll probably be on the sideline showing him a lot of things, doing the footage with the iPad and all those things, just like he had when he had Mark Sanchez his rookie year. So Andy Dalton's going to add to Dak's level of perception and going to allow Dak to have more leadership on the field, and he's going to have somebody that has his back. That's what I really like about this deal. So that's it for this content, guys. I did want to say thank you guys for yesterday. I really apologize. I meant to say this at the beginning of the video. I was really tired. I went straight from 10 hours here at the desk straight over to do a video in Crunk's Corner is what I call that now. I went over to Crunk's Corner to do a video from there, and I was tired. I took some notes down and didn't really prepare for the video, and I was calling Dontari Poe's name about 5 or 6 times, talking about the injury and stuff, and I was actually talking about, of course, Gerald McCoy, and you guys called me out on that. A couple of you guys mentioned it, and I appreciate you doing that. I apologize. One of the guys even said, I got to go check this out. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know Poe was injured. and I felt horrible. But I had his name down here on my notes, and never really got to that point in the notes. But I did mention his name a few times. So, hey, last game we took these guys out 44-21 last year. Don't predict the same thing. I predict a win, but not that high of a score. I just predict a lot of running by Ezekiel Elliott, short, quick passes. I think we'll push the envelope a couple times deep down the field to stretch the field out, and we're going to see 8 men in the box just because I think it's going to be a low passing game. But Zeke will get his numbers. Tony Pollard will get some carries. Like I said, I think about 20-10 Cowboys win, and we roll into Tuesday waiting to see if we can pick up somebody to help the secondary. That's where I'm at, guys. From Manama, Bahrain, it's your war daddy, your hot boy, Cowboy Crunk.